everyone, welcome to this mini tutorial about Anji's 2D, where we'll talk about its low profile capabilities and how you can use Guilty Gear Strive's buffer window to effectively flip the tables on Kai's wake-up offense. So, odds are at this point every player watching this video has run into a Kai that does nothing but wake up DP or vapor thrust after they've been knocked down. I should know as I am a Kai main myself. However, I wanted to share this information with Anji mains who might not have known about this, as it helps manage this matchup greatly and forces the Kai player to think more critically when they are on the back foot. First, we'll start with an explanation on what a buffer is, and more importantly, how to do it. To demonstrate this, I've set the Kai CPU to do a very specific recording. Watching Kai, you'll see that after he jumps, he simply does a 5K, scuffs the Timberland boots of literally no one in front of him, and then holds down back to return to a blocking state. However, if you look at the input history, you'll see that there's an extra input, a 214S, or dire eclat. What happens if I walk directly into him, but leave the recording exactly as it is? Bam! The 214S comes out, and either I get knocked down or pushed away if I happen to be blocking. Notice how nothing about the recording was changed. The 214S input was always there, but was hidden behind the recovery animation of the 5K. This is what is known as a buffered special, or buffer. It's when you press a button very quickly and buffer a special move behind it with the hopes that you'll cancel into it should the opponent walk into it, or will stay relatively safe should the first button whiff due to the low total duration of the attack. Now, why is this so important for Anji when fighting Kai? And what's so important about his 2D? Anji's 2D possesses a very strong quality, its low profile capability. Anji lays his sexy body across the floor and can low profile under many characters' attacks. Most importantly in this matchup, Kai's fireballs, and his vapor thrust. Let's practice this. Input Anji's 2D and very quickly input his 236H or Fujin while you are far away from the opponent. If you did this right, you should see Anji's 2D, but only the 2D and not the Fujin, but verify in your input history that the 236H was inputted. Now, walk within the range of Kai, and adhering to that exact same timing, input the same process. Did it work? You should have had a Fujin cancel come out immediately after your 2D, leading to a simple little 2-hit combo. Practice this multiple times both near and away from Kai to ensure you get the timing down. Again, you do not want Fujin when 2D whiffs, but you do want it when 2D connects. Let's set up a scenario here. Set your reset settings to be in the corner. Open up your start menu. Go to training settings, opponent status, and turn block settings to random. Ensure that block switching is enabled. Now when 2D connects and you land Fujin, follow up with the K follow-up in order to hop closer to the opponent and do an immediate close slash. This will be any button they choose to press with the exception of DP, and will let you keep up your pressure. If the opponent is mashing, this will give you a counter hit combo. Again, only do the K follow-up when the 2D has landed. If the opponent blocks the initial 2D, follow up Fujin with S or Nagiha in order to remain relatively safe. Alternatively, use the P follow-up from Fujin in order to remain relatively safe if your 2D is blocked. This will give you plus frames and let you keep your turn going. Be wary though, because if the opponent reads this, they can air-to-air you for a massive amount of damage. Got it? Let's move on. Now, we're going to practice using this buffer as a meaty after we've thrown the opponent into the corner. First things first, press start, go to your training settings, counterattack settings, and make sure that under the after recovery section, change action 1 to be crouching P. This way, after you've thrown the opponent, they're going to be waking up matching with P every single time. Now let's put the meaty 2D with the buffer into practice. Throw Kai into the corner, and stuff his wake up jab with your own 2D buffered into the Fujin. Because this is a counter hit combo, the combo that you can get will be much bigger. It'll look a little something like this. Now this is where things get interesting. Open up your settings again. Go to training settings, counterattack settings, and under action 2, go over to Kai's special attacks and change it to S Vapor Thrust. Make sure you set action 2 as active. Now to verify, Kai's going to be doing a wake up DP with perfect reversal timing every single time you throw him on wake up. Peak Kai gameplay. Now, it's time to put that meaty timing you just learned to the test. Throw Kai into the corner, and with the same timing you just learned, do a meaty 2D buffered into Fujin, and watch what happens. Did you see it? What should have happened was Anji's 2D completely evaded the Vapor Thrust, but no Fujin followed after, even though you inputted it. This right here is one of Anji's strongest checkmate scenarios against Kai. What this gives you access to is Anji's strongest corner combo, resulting in massive damage and a wall break hard knockdown if you have 50 meters to spend on Sai, the fan super. Anji gets absolutely monstrous damage off this combo, and it is critical to learn this when dealing with Kais. Practice this combo for a while, so that this combo becomes ingrained into you for when you see a Kai whiff DP in the corner after you bait him with 2D. Ensure that you give yourself enough time to do 2H so you get the counter hit. Now it's time to start putting everything together. Open up your start menu, go to training settings, counterattack settings, action 3, change custom 3, and hit your square button or X button to record. Hold down back, and then after about 5 seconds, hit your record button to save the state. Afterwards, change after recovery to random. So now what's going to happen is the CPU will alternate randomly between doing wake up jab, wake up DP, or wake up block. Now that you have had ample time to practice your meaty 2D buffer timing, as well as your punish for the whiff vapor thrust, it's time to put it all together. Throw Kai while he is in the corner and verify that he randomly does a different wake up option almost every time. Apply everything you've just learned. You should be doing a meaty 2D with a buffered Fujin every single time. It doesn't matter. The only variable that you should be changing is whether you end your Fujin with a K follow-up if 2D hits, in order to stay close to your opponent. If you end your Fujin follow-up with a random but calculated follow-up to the attempt to mix up the opponent if the 2D is blocked, or if Kai does a DP and your 2D low profiles it, you land your giant big dick energy combo that literally deletes 2/3 of their life bar. Practice this for a long time so that you consistently and effectively react to every option that the buffer gives you. Ensure that you're doing the buffer every time, even if you think that Kai will vapor thrust, so that you automatically keep your turn going with Fujin. After playing this game of rock, paper, scissors, eventually you'll have conditioned the Kai to finally stop doing wake-up vapor thrusts on you. This means you can use more of Anji's tools, such as close slash 5/8 Fujin, or close slash run up throw. Experiment with your options. Anyway, hope this helps. And my fellow Kai mains, I'm sorry. A close friend of mine mains Anji and I wanted to help him out, so I figured I would take the time to make this video. Anyways, take care y'all, I'll see you around.